moment on this conference that I went for in Nairobi, when the South African Minister of Transport stood up in the gathering where there are political parties from all over the world, and he said to me, he said, I want to applaud Liberia because your election was so tight, hotly contested, and President Boakai only defeated President Weah less than 30,000 votes. And yet, President Weah conceded. He said, you people should continue that democracy. I was proud. I'm going to say anyway, therefore, President, we have to concede and keep our democracy on the path it is. It's something, of course, I'm proud of, and I'm happy he did that. I will praise him any day for that, because not many Africans can do that. Look, let's stop all these political norms. When people do something good, praise them. He could have stayed in power like other people. Yes, he could have done that. When President Boakai,
to talk to Spoon, because Spoon fooled the people in the book of Boakai. Yes, you told me how you told people that have been having 45 years experience. And see what's going on here. See what's going on here.
What's going on here? You want to lock the camera?
It's very tough. Very tough.
When you say things are tough, what do you mean?
To get money, young man.
You want to lock the camera?
To get money. You see the time?
To get money high right now?
One. Yes. See the US rate. And the man with a 45 years experience, it's just a bluff. For nothing experience there. For nothing experience, Boakai brought you to the people here. You see? When you see this police running behind you, taking your market, how people eat. My school coming open now. School just tell my kids coming open. And I want for you to go and tell Boakai, you are from school, you tell Boakai, you should put your experience into use. Put your experience into use. We can see your experience. 45 years experience, but more. Agriculturalists, you can see what it meant to white people.
But just finally, do you think the economic hardship you're talking about is the fault of the government, or is just the reality as per what's happening across the world?
If you get experience, so come with experience. Come with experience. Come with experience. Not just about more for the 5 years experience. Guess what on the dogger? They get no experience. That's so nothing for the 5 experience.
Okay, thank you very much. Why any?
My name is Favor.
Okay, Favor. Okay, so what you will say to your government?
The country is so hard for us and our parents. We are not going to school. All the children we are sent for distance. My mother said 20 government to finish. It can be hard. My mother not afford for me to send me to school. So one for the government to make everything so for all for our mother to afford to send us to school.
You going to school?
No.
You're not going to school right now?
Yeah.
You said what's your name, Favor? So what kind of business is your mom doing?
Kobo.
She's doing Kobo business? She's selling across there? All the way on the other side?
Yeah.
Your man not like talking to Spoon TV right now?
No.
And you want the government to improve the country so things can get easier with your parents and so you can go to school?
Yeah.
No money in the country. The country very hard than ever before. I think Joey turns out better because we get 1 or 2. But so many new people getting power, the speakership, we are having 2 speakers. They add the future speaker and the real speaker. The real speaker just resign. But they put in our parliament, they get law for the country. They just seeking a set interest on the ways, on the committee, so they forget about the country. They do all type of stuff. Spoil the country image abroad. Can you imagine? You look at the capital building, catch your fire burning. What the men and they're fighting for power. Don't see what
But why do you think things are hard in the country? What do you think is responsible for the harsh economic situation? Is it the fault of the government, or is it the other aspect that has to do with the fact that hardship will always be around?
No, the government, for me, what I notice, the government not having contact.
Contact?
Yeah, the president, because if you look at the president cried up on University of Liberia or PSC, he got nobody outside that you know. He sells a property, he never exposed himself because he's a man, he's very savage. He never show himself to people. But for me, what I noticed, the president attended LU and got PSC degree, so he had no connection outside. One of the meeting. Then,
you think that's the reason why there's an economic hardship in the country?
And the justice system in the country not fair. So no one can look at them living money, bringing abroad against invest because abroad law is very fragile. They respect the law.
When it comes to the business, things are not really improving because The economic system is very hard. Money is not coming in.
Okay.
People are not doing business that before.
Okay.
Yeah.
People not doing business that before.
Yeah.
So money not coming in that before.
Yeah, money not coming in.
Okay, let's talk about the exchange rate, for example. What's the exchange rate right now?
The exchange rate gone to 200.
200?
Yeah.
When was the last time you changed money for 200?
Yeah, quite recently, like day before yesterday, I changed money for 200.
How is business with you?
Business is difficult right now.
Business is difficult?
Yeah.
What do you think is responsible for this? Do you think it's the fault of the government, or you think it's just the economic reality across the world? These things are happening.
I think it's the government, because the government need to put mechanisms into place to make the economic condition better for the people. So I'll blame the government.
Okay. So you think the government is at fault?
Yeah.
What do you make of the economic situation in the country?
Everything is very hard. Just fortunate on main level at all.
I'm Willie Zoe,
Okay.
chairman of Banana Island.
So how do you call this place? Banana Island?
Yeah, Banana Island. Banana
So
Island.
where does Banana Island start from?
It's starting right here.
From right here?
Yeah. Go that place. Yeah, yeah.
That the entire Banana
Yeah,
Island.
yeah,
Well, why did you call this place Banana Island?
Because we surrounded by water. You see there? And the water, yeah. So now you see the pool water coming from so, but it get come up here, so it's surrounded from the island.
Oh wow! Now, how is business with you?
As we are talking to you, business is hard. Business is hard. Doesn't collect. Thank God you reach on the street.
Now, you spoke about the economy being very tough. They're not really buying from you. What do you think? Is it the fault of the government, or is it just the economic reality? Is it something that's just happening across the world?
It's the fault of the government, because it came from that two speakers when we're having in the country. When that two speakers situation on, we get one speaker, one samba. So the fault from the government.
Wow.
Sometimes I'm not allowed to use. Sometimes I'm 7 hours on the street before one customer can ask me for even $5 before one customer move from here. Sometimes I go 3 hours if I talk to another customer. And we're not used to having that before.
Wow.
For sure.
So you say things were better first, but it's not better.
Before, yeah.
When you came before, you used to make more money.
Sometimes 2 hours time in 70, 100 and I lay man. You don't want to go fast on a lay quiet corner to relax. That time I go, you don't pay thing about paying super, not now.
Wow.
Now the pay super and I play. That's in collect.
All right. Thank you for talking to Spoon TV.
Thank you too.
Yeah.
How is business with you now?
On a serious note,
Are things getting better?
business is not okay. Business is not okay. I just selling shirt.
Oh, so that's on the shirt in your hand.
Yes, that's my shirt. I carry this to one of my customers, but he said he complaining on money, but it's not easy.
So you brought the shirt back because your customer is not in a position.
Yeah, I had to bring the shirt back.
The economic situation in the country, do you think it's getting better?
For me, based on my own understanding.
I'm a United Party partisan from local country.
How long have you been selling here?
I've been selling almost 3 years. Not even 3 years, but I can't remember. But almost, yeah.
But you've been selling here for a long time.
For a very long time.
Yeah, so how was things during President Town?
It was smoothly moving up, small, but from now benefit. As you can see, since the morning, we never even sell one customer.
So since this morning,
And then
nobody has bought anything for you here.
Yes. Police can take a market. Yes.
My fellow Liberians, I'm in too deep, my fellow Liberians. Ask them, where were they when we were fighting? Where were they when you were in the poo water? Where were they when you used to fast and pray every morning, every evening? We fought for the better Liberia. We did something that only God knows, and God will forgive us for the better Liberia.
Tell me about a crumbling
Orchestrated plans.
Tell me.
I know too much, my fellow Liberians. I'm in too deep, my fellow Liberians. Ask them, where were they when we were fighting? Where were they when you were in the poo water? Where were they when you used to fast and pray every morning, every evening? We fought for the better Liberia. We did something that only God knows, and God will forgive us.
Putting on the boss, that video, the particular video, You see this video. If you want to do We are wishing with the Unity Party to sanction them. The video implicate them. The video, nobody will do business with it. So it's a whole cartel. Imagine, and what make it viable that they can use a video against the Unity Party. All that mob they doing, they sack. The guys like a it's a DEA guy was like a whistleblower, but they mistake the day they sack him. Right after the statement, they eliminated him. So any big organization, you can take the whole thing to the State Department. You can take the state to the European Union. You catalog all the video. They're in deep trouble. Nobody. It's a serious cartel. The message of lucrative business from the executive branch of government, the president, down to everybody, the chief justice, everybody, down to the legislature, the speaker. It's a damaging report. These are the video the CDC need to catalog. You see, I'm going to tell you the Unity Party is naked. These are
we funny Stanton Waterspoon that Joseph Boakai junk. Joseph Boakai using to use a platform to come to power. Then Joseph Boakai dropping the ocean in on the show they making not jumping around. We confused it. You know what's going on. You think that joke we joking here? We told you about Joseph Boakai from the beginning. You say you will not listen to us. The other one too that you be passing around with big money. Say you get policy. You know they want. You know that one. You know they want. John Molu. Oh, my man, that other news today, man. Joseph Boakai jump in other news is John Molu. They made fool out of that one. They made fun out of him. Yes, they made fun out of him. Another Joseph Boakai John, like John Lobo. He only Joseph Boakai John. Can you imagine they gave Noah Saul Gibson, who a blind man job? You can see them get your job. You passing around taking pictures all day. Putting it off for people, the other person's birthday, my senior brother, my senior sister, and let me congratulate my senior brother, the MD, the other. You not see? You ready yet? You better put your legs together, my picking. You not ready yet? You alive, no man like you, Joseph Boakai use all of your like, junks in the time, and you passing around, whole day talking funny thing. You see what? Another Joseph Boakai John. But I want about Joseph Boakai, he go straight in the grave, Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson, our Joseph Boakai. Oh, Joe Boba. Joe Boba, a big ball. I told you today we'll call the listing of all the Joseph Boakai junks. The list too long.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is the election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You see a Liberia that will give you hope. You see a Liberia where corruption will be king of the public.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.
They rescue you. Why am I not rescue? You want to press people, you're noble. Show me the million rescue. To save somebody, the million rescue. To deliver you from something, take you from something. So you're a poor people. Rescue me, save. But we the old people rescue the million rescue. That can't help me while eating the same thing. But Joseph Boakai can't tell you the water. He can't put one making the water back to kill on money. You know they get people the pressure. Husband not working. I live in Joseph. I even made 1,000 a lot. I even made 500 a lot profit. Let me come and go. Children waiting for me. You are Joseph Boakai. Where will be our result next year? We wouldn't even 1 year. Where will be our result the following year? Okay. Thank you so much. What's your name? What's your name? My name is Patience Mane. Patience Mane. You selling the market here? Yes. Are you selling the market here? Yes. No market. I'm Jason.
I go look for an season.
You go look for the market season?
I see food called a food press. The way up, you not understand ourselves. When you go to there, you buy another press. When you come, you buy a different press. So the money I can put it back on my.
Also, the money you carry in, to the cold storage.
They put it back on market. Very rich.
How much for the face?
You buy snapper 14,000. What we used to buy 10,000, 8,000. Buying it 14,000. One cartoon snapper 14,000. So we beg the government. We ask y'all to help us to beg our government. We say he came to rescue us. But the rescue that ain't doing that, we're not understanding it. And when they pull the police on the street, our boyfriend here, they're not giving nothing to us again. They say they can't rescue us. Why they cause a motor bomber running? They were not doing the one. They are breaking the government. We the poor people, they must find place for us that we want people to steal our clothes. They got poor people, they got rich people in the town. Some of us, we not got north from the south go. And that business we do, we not understand our children went to school. Our children, when we can't sell the market, we can't make a damn. They say rescue, but we not understand the rescue team. So they were taking them from all on the street for smoking, for drugs and things. But I think you see them now. All of them turn to Zoom. They can stay in the freeze.
So the drugs are to you?
Rampant now, a more than rampant.
Okay.
The drugs is rampant. Some of them almost 20% on the street because of Zoom.
The zombie drugs?
Yeah, the zombie and they bring in drugs back up again. Because we are trying to sell our, I know what it is? Push, but now Zumi, when he said I see that you are so sticking at it. So we asking him to please, we the parent of our boys children, we ask him to please help us to make our children to leave Zumi. Because he said he came to change things. And no change, we not understand our land. Police people getting our keke motor back, police people beating our children on the street. They say they should register, they should become go over there, go over that, everything they do. But what people are home king? That just one thing we just getting dropping like that. Tell him, don't turn a napa, tell him sorry. We're not taking somebody out for the country. So we should tell our president to help with the poor people.
Selling money, how's the business?
Who gave God a great for you don't let them tell what take you for. But money ain't in the country now.
Of Liberia and
Georgia. I have to tell you that before we're over.
If you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer. Our economy hardship, poor will suffer, rich will suffer, every people will suffer. You see, all the four classes of human will suffer. We suffer. I'm not from Liberia, but that's the message of the Lord for the people in Liberia. If you put that opposition of Bukini or Boakai to be your president, oh, Liberia will sink. Calamity will befall Liberia. You don't expect joy again. The name Liberia will crash. This person has nothing to offer you. Spiritual Liberia will die. The best man for this job is George Weah. Vote him and he will do better than ever. He will do better than his first term. And there will be total development in Liberia. That is me for you. That's what the Lord said. Go and check all my prophecies. I'm not boasting, but that is the message of the Lord. The best person to vote for that will make Liberia better is George Weah. The people of Liberia and George Weah, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer. Our economy hardship, poor will suffer, rich will suffer, every people will suffer. You see, all the four classes of human will suffer. We suffer. I'm not from Liberia, but that's the message of the Lord for the people in Liberia. If you put that opposition of Bukini or Boakai
to be your president, oh, Liberia will sink. Calamity will befall Liberia. You don't expect joy again. The name Liberia will crash. This person has nothing to offer you. Spiritual Liberia will die. The best man for this job is George Weah. The people of Liberia and George Weah, if you allow the opposition to win, you will suffer. The Liberians will suffer. Our economy hardship, poor will suffer, rich will suffer, every people will suffer. You see, all the four classes of human will suffer. We suffer. I'm not from Liberia, but that's the message of the Lord for the people in Liberia. If you put that opposition of Boakai or Boakai to be your president, oh, Liberia will sink. Calamity will befall Liberia. You don't expect joy again. The name Liberia will crash. This person has nothing to offer you. Spiritual Liberia will die. The best man for this job is George Weah.
What kind of new road they're doing? All the new road have pseudo-CC project. They have not got the new money, all the money all the things we pay for. We pay and sign all the contracts. Some of the things we didn't sign contract, but the money was already procured. We had some of the money, we signed some of the loan, the money was available. When the contractual procurement process needs to be done, they can go into it because government are continuing with it. Look at RIA, they're taking RIA, all the money was done, contract signed. But the road has been done. But road cannot be done in one day. So people are doing the road again to power. He didn't want to do the road. Some of the road I see going 80%. He did that 1 year they do 80% of the road. The road was being done, all the one was leaving. The road from Tapita to Saklepe, from Tapita to Ganta, from San Nicolas to Logato, all the road in Nima going in the southeast, all done by CDC. But government are continuing with it, so you can't be continuing. So they are not doing anything new. But when you say to them, because the one we election, they see with a lot of kilo power, they'll continue a lot of see with, yeah. But when we're doing road, they say road was not priority. They say that road will eat. They say road should not have been done. The government should have focused on different things. Say we use road as one of our major pillars. Why is it they use everything doing?
All right, so fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. And we want to use this time to welcome each and every one of you under the Palava Hut. We want to say thank you so much for your presence here. As usual, we ask that you do us a favor. We ask that you please do us a favor, and that favor that we want you to do for us is to kindly hit for us the share button. Share with friends, share with family members, and let's have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. Again, like we continue to say, it is your right to disagree with us. We respect your rights and your opinion. But in our discourse, let's be civil. You don't have to insult me in order to get your point across. Me personally, I don't mind, but for the sake of the platform, it's important that we keep the sanctity of this platform. So we will not allow people using words that are, somebody will say unorthodox here. So please, again, we want to say you are welcome, all of you. We do appreciate you. Let's welcome our brother Jake. Jake, how are you, sir?
Yes, thank you, brother. And to respect always to the followers. You have to share this video. All we respect the followers and here, please have to share this video. Sharing is free. And pray, let me say this straightforward. Anybody coming and laugh here in so will block them. Or they don't satisfy, then they go to the other channel, then they go to that Prince, we call it spade or spade. We can satisfy these people desire. During those days, I'll be real here. They have thousands of platforms. You see, all of them mute now. So what they're doing now, they go to all these people that they'll go to platform that support the former president or try to put the real message outside there. They will come that time they won't have the debate. No, that debate, I always tell people the debate is over. We're just waiting for that year now, 2029. 2 years, almost 3 years now into the presidency. Nothing showing. So they will come here, they won't argue, they will come on the platform, they are like independent. No, nobody's independent yet. We're not stupid yet. You either United Party, you either United Party or you CDC. They will come on now, think, oh, I'm independent, I'm a patriot, I love my country. No. During those days, you are the patriot, but you were criticizing all in the corridor of America, especially the America. I play the highest platform, higher podcast. Where are they today? Why are they not talking? Because while we're debunking the lies, we're putting the video outside there. That's why I told people on this platform here, this is one of the best platforms ever. Because while we'll relive video, we're comparing George Weah with them. George Weah not opposed. Now to say George Weah was waiting, George Weah became president of the country. That while we nearly went to the debate, they ever. So they won't come here to lie. We will not allow them. The insult will block them. That the reality, that they go on and reloaded. Where all the ministers they not sit down, or the deputy they not sit down, or they open their own platform. Yeah, that they can go, but they will not come here and use the 2027 Prince. We're not giving them no chance here. Let me tell you the truth. We got to put our message outside there. Or then they go to Henry Costa platform in there. All of that platform they have. All of them. All of them have platform. Where are they today? So they come here and insult on their live feed. Disregard our taste skin with black them.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother. And you are right on that. That's why we always warn people that whenever you come here, yes, we can disagree. In the comment section, you can have your point. But again, we will not allow you insulting here. That will not allow. So having said that, we want to say welcome to all of you. Kindly do us a favor, hit for us the share button. In a special way, we want to say thanks to all of our affiliate sister radio or platform that continue to share. We want to say kudos to the Metro Media, and we also want to use this time to say kudos to the Truth Lens News Liberia. Truth Lens News Liberia. We want to say thank you so very kindly. They have also joined the bandwagon in making sure that they can be able to share the information and that we go live on the page. So again, I want to say to the True Lens, thanks so very kindly for the partnership. We hope that it can grow bigger, it can grow better, and we have the time to be able to expand to other platforms. But again, those of you following us on the YouTube, we want to say do us a favor also, hit for us the share button there and invite as many persons as you can invite. I know we're going to be going into deep issue, but I want to start with this video that I want to play and I want us to listen and use the next few minutes to just analyze what Mr. Boakai is saying here. One of the problems we have had in Liberia, Jake, is the level of corruption that have been perpetrated, especially by people we vote for. The corrupt act in Liberia on a very large scale is not committed by the men that are in the market there. I'm not saying the men that are in the market or those who sell in the market, they don't carry on corruption. But I mean, at a very larger scale that is going to affect the society are those that we elected. For example, our senators, our lawmakers, somebody will say, just conclusively, our lawmaker, the executive branch, etc. When these people commit an act of corruption, it affects a good portion of our society. It affects a good portion of our population. And that's the reason why it is important, especially in a post-war Liberia, that you have leaders who will discourage the issue of corruption. If you have a leader that will just openly endorse the act of corruption, then at the end of the day, fellow Liberian, it is on us. We, the common people, we will feel it. I will play this statement of Joseph N
We
Boakai
want
here.
to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless. We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.
My brother Jake, we listening to Joseph N Boakai during the campaign. And during the campaign, he was very clear, informed us that we cannot keep doing the same old thing, bringing people of the past. We must be able to change things and do things differently. He said when he appeared on VOA that they are going to bring professional people. They are going to bring people who are going to change the dynamics. And I don't want people to believe, but let's play this so that they can be able to hear it for themselves. Let me play this particular few minute video for you to hear it for yourself from Mr. Boakai. Okay, let's listen to him here.
We start by making sure those people that we bring to cabinet are people of integrity. And secondly, want to make sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets and want to make sure that this is well known, the purpose of coming to government, to know that it's public service. And if you are not ready to serve the public, you can go elsewhere. But we want to make sure that we start on a clear note that the people of our country stood on line, they protected the votes, not to bring a team again that will do the same thing that the other people are doing or worse.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.
You listening to Mr. Boakai in this clip? During the campaign, we have a lot of clips here, but because of time, we will not be able to play all, just play one or two. During the campaign, Mr. Boakai made us to understand that he will bring professional people. We cannot keep doing the same thing, bringing the same people who will do worse than that. That he will bring people of credibility, people of trust, people who will be able to change things for the better. What do you make of this statement of Joseph N Boakai when he was in Lofa, where he encouraged his appointees? Y'all can go ahead, y'all can steal the money, y'all can take the money, but y'all just make sure when y'all steal the money, y'all take it and use it on the people. What do you make of this statement? What is negative about this statement? Somebody say, but yeah, once you use it on the people, it's okay. But what you make of this statement from you?
It's not okay. Let me say this to the follower. Now, why I told people with different platforms, it's a different podcast with a relay video. That how we play on them. That how we debunking all our lies. You know, he went on that VOA. He was just playing on the journal. He was just playing on the journalists. But deep down, you see that why he did in Lofa. Liberians, they shouldn't surprise you. This is part of the Unity Party playbook. Yeah, I want you to read some of that play. You want to read some portion in that playbook. This Unity Party 2.0. The 1.0 Ellen Johnson Sally followers. That means say she was one of the that government was one of the most corrupt government by international community body whosoever. Ellen Johnson Sally, the economic guru that you all say she is. That the facts here that the 2.0 we're seeing. So corruption is part of that DNA, the whole Unity Party. Look at the president mounting a podium, Prince, making open declaration that if you want to steal money, or you steal the money and you want to be corrupt, you must use the money in the country, or you must use the money to share with the people or do other things. This is an open declaration. Followers, that's why you see when the president when the president finished making that kind of open declaration, that's a video. You interpret different way like your business. That's the video, open declaration, telling your people, the executive branch of government or other places, he controls the Unity Party. He's the president of the republic. This open declaration here. If you steal the money, you should use it here. In corruption crippled countries, that reality, that where tap countries, they don't bring people that steal or embezzle, that are forming corruption charges, they bring it to book, they get it, they put them to prison, they seize that property. It happened all over the world. So, but the president, he already told the Unity Party people, you can steal the money, but use the money in the country and share with the people. So that way you can see corruption is large. Let me remind you, the same people was spraying, I know you will come to CDC, the same people was spraying gibberish. All CDC were corrupt. You know why I make the thing so the debate can be easy for us? Read the MCC scorecard on CDC on corruption. And the play you will know the differences, Liberians. I want to say the phone in your hand. Now those days, where all the guys will just come and cajole you or lie on it, lie. They don't do your funnies. No. That's why we don't preach propaganda on this channel. The phone is in your hand. If you feel we're not saying the right thing, you have the obligation, get your phone, you get your internet. You search anything, you will find it all. All of the CDC, where they were parading all in Washington, D.C. Oh, CDC corrupt. It was so lie. CDC pass clean pass color on corruption. MCC. Well, wanted to give out where Joe Biden secured that $500 million, 500 million package. Where today, the videos are there. Where government made a parable about George, we are there. They drip for everybody. They said they go for us. That means say so that government said that word. The videos are there for government. Sure. And the reality, they notice for corruption. Even the Iron Lady noticed for corruption. The war, she was one of the most corrupt. That government was one of the most corrupt government 12 good years. And the past president, why is it corruption? He know they were part of the corruption. All of them they were in one box with the corruption. So he having an opening declaration there on that man that podium and telling the Liberian people. So all I think he saw talking to the journalists there, that bring people call it bloc. I was just laugh, but crumbling into them, deep down. But Prince, you're feeling forgetting followers. There's a same man that the president of the Republic of Liberia Samuel Doe sacked for embezzlement. Liberia people do research. Who sacked him? Who sacked this man? Who sacked Joseph N? The late Samuel Doe sacked him. But at that time, Liberian, they put that big English behind embezzlement, that corruption, stealing. But in our time, they put it, say embezzlement. He was fired for embezzlement. He was sacked for stealing, for corruption. Samuel Doe, the records are there. Do your own farming. So it's Pala's DNA. It's Pala's DNA as president. Now it's a playing field for this guy. Please, I told you something. It coming to reality. These guys were in the corridor because they couldn't wait for another 6 years. So they came together. They had our speeches all over the internet, the news America, the government society inside Liberia to spread lies because they couldn't wait another 6 years. It's just about a revenge. Who mounting all the wealth then today? See the property these guys are building now. In less than 2 years' time, they were pointing fingers. But I told people, I said, all the property CDC were building, CDC was a joke. But go see now. So the corruption will not stop, and the president will not do anything corruption. But you saw the declaration right there. So other than him, the president, other than him, the cookie jar. So how can you bring somebody to boot? Preach.
Thank you so much, my brother Jake. You know, what we continue to say here, fellow Liberians, is not because we hate anybody in this government. It's not because we are not attached to the power that be. But we say these things so as to correct the system. Because if the
Yes.
system is better, it eases the stress on us. If the system is good, it eases the stress on us, those of us that are here. It is unfortunate that now we are seeing through Boakai. We are seeing through the man. This is the Boakai who told us that he has come to rescue. Never did we ever imagine that Boakai will use a statement to encourage his ministers or his appointee to go ahead and steal. And according to him, when you steal, just use the money on the people. It has not been like that in our society. It has not. We don't have a history of people stealing public money and using it on the public. No, it has never been like that. Why would you even want to encourage your ministers to steal public funds? Why would you even want to do that? Now you can see why these guys are so emboldened. They are so brave. Now you can see why these guys, they don't care about who's looking, who's not looking, who angry, who's not angry. They don't care. Now you can see why Joseph Newman Boakai have decided that anybody that is aligned with this government commits crime or him is caught, that person walk away free. Look, for example, Ami Moda.
Yes.
Ami Moda at the Ministry of Commerce. At the end of the day, that almost $94,000 scheme and some other selling of how you call permits to other people in an illegal form way and manner. What did he do? He resigned. Was he prosecuted? When someone is caught in an act, what do? You take them to the police station, right? To go investigate from there, you take him to court from there, prison.
Yes.
But when Ami Moda was caught in the act of corruption, what happened? The man said he resigned. Joseph Newman Boakai, who told us that he has come to rescue, did he question Ami Moda? No. Let's go to LRRC. Patrick Wozi, that was at LRRC. Liberians who were in Ghana as refugees decided that, look, we want to come back to our home. A package that they were supposed to receive. Each family had almost about $300, $400, $100. These guys are El Chopo RC. They were brave enough to take other people's name and put it there so they can receive the money. At the end of the day, who is answering question for that broad day act of corruption? Who is brought to book? Under the watch of Joseph N, we saw what happened. Millions of dollars that was meant for the inaugural program, they received to Miata family, right via Miata family at the end of the day. Who is answering question for that money? And I wouldn't want to make noise and we finish. The person who are working and we're talking for 1 week at the highest, we finish. No one is held accountable. Let's talk about what happened at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. The scholarship. Can you imagine scholarship that's supposed to be given to children? They went and collected money. Even in the office of the First Lady, she went and collected money from these students. At the end of the day, it backfired. Nobody is held accountable. So the way and manner in which Boakai is proceeding is intentional. They plan it before coming. They plan it before coming. Now, man, once you are part of the government, you eat your own, nobody will know you. The only thing maybe will do, you go and go sit down, let the next person can eat their own. Now, what these people on?
But praise, I'm cutting up. How about the disability money? The disabled people, the disabled people money. Why they were marching. Listen, let me tell our followers something here quick before Prince come in. You know why my Jabate getting the wrong side of the government right now? You remember followers? He marched with the disabled people when they were telling the president to take care of them. He marched along them. He was side with them. So when they saw that, when they saw my Jabate on the side of the disabled people, the new straight. So that why today you see him having serious problem with the Unity Party. That he insulted people, insulted the former president, his surrogate. Now, and they rewarded him. But now, see what happening to him. You see, as we said, the disabled people, one of the first people to at least as a president, to have concern for the disability in the country is hard. The blind, the cripple, the albino, all these people. I'm not talking about the drugs people. No, I'm talking about Zoko. Because you choose to take drugs, it's on you. But disability, because we fought a civil war, a lot of people disabled in the country because of the civil crisis. They are the same group of people that brought the civil war, but the president refused to look at these people and the massive disability in the country, every corner of our nation. Because Jabate marched along with these people. He encouraged them. So, as Prince said, while he in this bad situation with the Unity Party. So, as Prince said, corruption on the higher level is a part of the people, DNA, Prince. It's part of that DNA written all over them. So, corruption, they will never, but they won't bring, they're bringing all government officials then to book, especially Samuel Twe, that think that security matters. We have to discuss it. NSA, national security matters. Stay, they won't bring the finance minister because they can't stand him. And the reality, they just want to cripple CDC with the finance minister. It's just a wish hunt, political wish hunt. But as you said, it's an open declaration the president made. So they will never bring nobody to book preach. He said the president he in a cookie jar because he will get a kickback. Seriously, wait, you're going to invest some money or do huge corruption? As you said, you know that in not corruption. If the president was really serious at that time, Miata family is going to go scot-free because all of them wind down together. So all of them together, they are in a bug of Kabul. All of them together, Prince, they are in a whole group. So he would never But they won't be witch hunting other people. But there is Unity Party corruption on steroid 2.0, because the vice president was vice president Onomala Eddie Johnson Sally. They know that playbook. The woman that have billions of dollars in the country, Liberians, from the international partner. I'm not talking about for international community, billions of dollars rolling in that country. I'm not talking about foreign direct investment alone, where she had over billions plus. Ellen should have been Liberia. Let me be real here. Ellen should have been the game changer of the Republic of Liberia. She would have changed everything because she was young. She was very, very young. She know the political landscape of our country. You know the circle that happened between she and the former president, Samuel Doe, all these things then. She's not stranger to the politics, the landscape, the politics in our country. She's a guru in the politics, but she came to power. The darling girl came to power. You can name a project on all her development on 5 fingers. That reality. You're Google that. You're leaving a project in here for me. You're going on a live feed. The biggest project I know, 2 biggest projects I know for Ellie Johnson Sally, the airport and the Misira complex. That's the 2 biggest things I know. 2 good years. On her watch, she never brought electricity.
The Misira complex, she wasn't even the one that built it. It was President Weah who completed that building.
Yeah, but she started it.
Yeah,
she started it. It was falling. She started it.
You know,
so we'll get all that her blueprint. She started it. She wanted for all ministry. She wanted all the ministry then to be to one place. And you know, but for her, the airport for her, the 50, I think the Japanese airport, that airport for her, and the freeway, that Ghana's big belt. You know, we here to say the truth. That why I let George Weah recognize all these things. Even he gave all the recognition, because I remember following what the Japanese highway, that highway to the Ghana's big belt was one side. The money, everything was funded, everything she secured. When George Weah came to power, they completed it. George Weah called her name. I think if I'm mistaken, she came on the knockout. George Weah recognized her. This is Ellen Johnson said the project. Now, what the Unity Party doing now, they're marching to all these projects, but they won't recognize the former president, where he fingerprint all over the country. Why are they calling the developmental politician in the country? Why are they calling that name? Since 1847, you take all your heart. There's nobody get marked in that country than George Weah. Even you can put Tommy in here. Without trouble, no, nothing, none of them here. I said since 1847. That July 26th year will be 179 years old. Soon will soon be 179. All age problem. We could have a fingerprint all in the country that while the Unity Party cannot marching. He changed the narrative. He changed the game. You like it or not. You'll be the only thing will battle you'll be in your feelings. I said in your feeling too much, you will die in your feelings. Reality, because I see most of them coming on the wayside, Prince. Most of them coming on the wayside because of that man they call George Weah. No, he's a chosen one. The only thing, because I don't respect your own. You don't respect your own. If other country had this president, wow, they will celebrate him. You don't eat your own. You don't celebrate your own. Now, why most of you are on the wayside now crumbling? You're either sick or something happening to you. And you're led now straight. Please, I noticed something again. I will need me. There's a time I will need thousands. I will need hundreds of people that will align with this president because of hatred, it barely in our DNA for this man. All of them crumble on the wayside. You don't see nothing tangible for them. Even their own life, they can't even better than left. They can't even better their own life to put themselves up there. All of them disappear. Prince, you can't see them around. No, all of them lost. They lost because how can you be concentrating on the man that broke glass ceilings or legend? This kind of man, let me tell you, Prince, they kind of men come once in a generation. It's not just easy to find these kind of people to just come along. No. So if you have this kind of man, you must cherish it. But the gullibility of our society, with the internet waiting all over us, the hatred embedded in our DNA, family destroy family, friend destroying friends. They put it on this guy. Today, somebody having sleeplessness. Night, every day, seriously, Prince. Everywhere. Soon they wake up. Soon they hear the man, when the man marshal, see all of them. Yeah, they think not bad for me. It's not bad for me. Since our country independent, the men get no problem with they may never cause your problem in Liberians. The men just trying to help you. They may never cause Liberian independent. He was not part of the whole system. He was never part of your educational system. Nothing. No. He never formed me. He just decided to contribute and to see because he lived outside. He said, but wait, with my connection, if I become president here, I can change the narrative here. They can't understand this man. All of the inner feelings. They took the social media airway with lies. With lies, planting body, planting days. Today, yeah, all of the year. Why have changed Liberian? Are you people better or now? Well, in the 2 years of president, are you people better or when he's not in control? You guys are calling the shot behind his back. Please go ahead, welcome. Pray, I pray. Let's touch Jeremiah Koon small video he made. Making wave economy. Seriously, according to my intel, you know, I got a lot of Guineans. I got a lot of Guineans in Europe here. They ship that thing to Guinea and other things there. I said, so God made me say, how your vice president reckless? How you made that kind of statement? When we see that it's circulating economy, eh? I don't know. The guys are they're beating they're beating John Wall for the retain power, Prince. Can I think out of the battle? Why the Unity Party talking about the vice president man of Porto talking about war? That they get thousands of men prepared. They can take villages in Guinea. Prince, that they're serving, eh? Prince, seriously, according to my intel, I get a lot of Guineans. I get brothers and I get podcast. They get people that get newspaper. A friend was from beginning in Guinea, Conakry. The man's video making wave in Conakry. So, you can hear me? Prince. Okay, Liberians, before Prince come forward. Listen, I think y'all went to the vice president. I think y'all heard that message concerning when you went ERBC, trying to prepare himself for 2029. No, he would be, if he will remain a scene stand up, if he will remain vice presidential candidate. But if Boakai can change him anytime Boakai want to change him according to our constitution. You can replace a vice president. You can replace a vice president when election are about to start because you choose the vice president. If man of typically you saw that video. That video is followers. That video is disturbing followers.
This is where we want to go, my brother.
Yeah. Okay.
We listening to the vice president. We spoke on so many issues.
Mm-hmm.
We take our own time to break it down in the weeks and discuss it. But I want to hear from you. What was those issues that he make mention of that really caught your attention?
Two things caught my attention. Okay. Because me among who was small were experiencing the Liberian Civil War. The early Johnson said all these people, the so-called elite, they brought the Liberian Civil War on us.
Sure.
So we don't want for the dark days to come again because we don't want for nobody to disturb that country. Because from our future, because of the grace of God, a lot of Liberians, old school Liberians came outside. So we're still having heavy future because most Liberians outside now. But the young generation, they don't understand they never explain the Liberian Civil War. They just saw it on social media, YouTube, and other things. So we don't want for that dark days to come again. Now, why you can see George, we are very peaceful in the country. But the vice president, two things caught my attention, Liberians. He talked about the back riders in the country. Thousands of, I said, over 100,000 people in our country or more riding back for that daily bread to survive because no employment in the country, no job. To create job is very, very hard. Very, very hard. Because if you want to create job, you have to have three. I tell people that you gotta have few things in, you gotta prepare few things before you create job in the country. First, electricity, security, healthcare. Then you on the path of creating job. If you get serious, if you get total electricity in the country. And one of the key things about in the country, Liberians, you can do your own checkup. You can do your own findings. And why a lot of investors don't come to the country, I even flagged this to the former president before. Our Liberian corporate tax, when you allow companies to come to invest in the country, is higher than the European Union corporate tax. The European Union paying 21% with all the security, the know-how, everything, electricity, everything. America paying probably 19 now to 20, 18, 19, 20, something like that. But Liberia get 25% corporate tax. It's high. I know why I'm saying, because a lot of people wanted to come to Liberia to come invest in the country on the Dutch way. But I remember I had a talking investor, Prince. I had a talking investor. But they got to make their own research. They said, but Jay, your corporate tax high. How can I leave? Or if you don't have total electricity, you're a fragile nation. If the legislature can amend new law and reduce our corporate tax to 18 or 16, at least people will come and get waiver, tax waiver, because these people will employ a lot of Liberians, and the Liberians will pay their taxes to the government. Then you're creating jobs, but when your corporate tax high, no security, no electricity, no good healthcare system, who can gamble that money? Investment are gambling. So let's say something like gambling. You cannot gamble in a fragile nation. You cannot gamble your millions of dollars in a nation that will not protect you. They will not protect your right. You got to have healthcare facility, all these things. You cannot invest over $10 million in a country, then you do your investment through generator. No, you will lose. So that one of the bigger hurdle concerning our country that a lot of people don't address, the legislature don't address it. Because why? They only want it for themselves. If they go reduce the Liberian corporate tax, thousands of multi-millionaires all around the world are looking for places to invest. They will find some areas in Africa to go invest that get it's a benefit than the European Union, because the European Union is 21. So if you say you're 19 or 18, some people would try to invest in that country, to invest in your country. But you have to have electricity, all these things here. But what I took from the vice president message followers is disturbing. When he was like signing war drum as a vice president, I don't know, they don't know how to talk as a vice president. You probably will be the next president. You don't know. Anything can happen to the president because the president is old. You will man the podium. You will be the next president of the republic if anything happened to Joseph Boakai. So as a vice president, You don't just talk that. You get people that in Liberia that can take villages in Guinea Conakry in case. You don't say these things. You are vice president, people watching you. Even you become president, in case anything happen, you in a twinkle of the eye, you become president. You think a Guinean leader would have confidence in you? They will never have business doing with you because why? All this video will be played. Anything you put on social media, it can never leave the media. As I'm seeing it now, it having waving Guinea right now. Don't you already know? Don't you already know? The vice president can replace the president. Now you're making that kind of statement. No, we explain Liberian Civil War. And one thing Jeremiah Koffa getting to know Liberians. Those that fight the Civil War. You need to say child soldier. How many years gone now, Liberians? Send the Civil Crisis. So they are not teenagers anymore. All the youth in the Republic of Liberia don't know about the Liberian Civil War. Those that know about the Liberian Civil War, they're over 40 years old. Over 40 some more years old, going to 50s. So how that 50 years old will have to 50-year-old plus then. What the strength in life can fail you. It happened to our parents' parents. This life here, the strength can fail you no matter what you want, no matter how you can lie. The strength can fail you. That reality, and then you're talking about you get forces, you get dates that can take villages. It's disturbing, and Prince, I told you, making runs in Guinea. Seriously, the vice president need to come back. The handler need to come back and tell you you need to apologize for that ugly statement he made. He crossed the line. The vice president crossed the line. Now he's sort of not going to make that statement. No, we are not at war with Guinea. You don't be threatening Guinea. No.
The thing here is, my brother Jake, Jeremiah Koon, who is the vice president, has been very irresponsible with his utterances.
Yes, I noticed it.
His posture, his behavior, his demeanor has not projected anything of the office he occupies as vice president. This guy is very, very, you know, just reckless. Let me just put it this way, for the lack of better word. This is a man who is the deputy commander in chief of the armed forces of Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
This is a man who is in charge of the Liberian people's safety and security. Deputy. For you to go on the ELBC and you create some kind of Invasion USA show where you say 3 men can go and take over the whole village. This is the highest level of stupidity that I see being displayed by a government official. You put your people at risk. Because the first thing is, look, whether you like it or not, the people know Liberia. Liberia has been accused in that particular basin of trying to destabilize other countries.
Yes.
Whether true or whether lie, let's leave it as it is.
But we destabilize Sierra Leone.
It's a time Sierra Leone accused us
Yes.
of destabilizing their country. Even Ivory Coast. Those who were in Ivory Coast at a certain point in time, those Liberians that were there, Liberian refugees, it wasn't easy on them. They accused Liberians of trying to, carry subversive activities in Ivory Coast. So when you look, the wounds are still fresh in our neighbors' skin, or in their heart, so to speak. Then you, the vice president, you that your word supposed to be a word of encouragement, a word of purity, a word of giving that particular hope to your people that look, this thing can be solved. You sat down there telling people 3 can go and take over. You know the message that is sending to the Guineans? You know the message that is sending? You know, I am not surprised that Jeremiah Koon has become a public nuisance, even in the office as a vice president. I'm not surprised. I'm not. I'm not surprised. What do you expect from a Jeremiah Koon? A man who, even when he served as representative for the people of Nimba, there's not tangible that he can boast of. So what do you expect? Nothing you expect from him. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It just tells us that we elected a bunch of irresponsible people who, at the end of the day, will bring us no good.
But let me ask you, you think he taking directive from the president?
My
Because
brother,
the president, the kind of statement, listen to me, the kind of statement, the president should be in the know. How you're not president of the republic, you're vice president. You're serving as president. You're working with the president agenda to implement the president agenda. Now, what vice president do? He will give you a so assignment. Now, why he gave you the assignment on a yellow machine? Now, why he gave you the assignment on the bread and butter issue? You should. But now you man a podium, a Guineans in the country. We sell it here. According to my intel, please, what you nail it here. They get a lot of Guineans in Liberian that they pledge loyalty to Dumuya. Heavily, they sit in that country. Some of them even within that government. Some of them, every message they're sending, they spy going all around the world now. I said it here before. They get Russian spy in America, American spy. They get different people on level, on security level. Then you made that kind of statement, that your president made. Then in the president of Sierra made man of podium during the groundbreaking ceremony. During that groundbreaking ceremony, he threw Dumuya on the box. Then you was vice president sitting on that ceremony. You heard Mana Bio said to the Guinean president. Then you are embarrassed. Then you come and come on a Liberian radio station. You know, everybody listening to you, vice president. Everybody wanted to know what you were talking about, what you be talking about. Then you said you went on a podium, on our platform, and you made a kind of statement. You think, and I see here a flaggy or in Guinea Conakry. Why are you people beating war drum? I know, Prince, believe me, maybe next month, you said, Jake, I believe that the Guinean president will respond to the Liberian government. He would listen because he's circulating over and over. He's a military guy. They don't talk too much. He will address Liberia. Dumuya appealing to Guineans. Every day I will come here, I come on the platform, I appeal to Guineans, Liberian followers that here, that have a relationship in Guinea, that have families. I pray that the Guinean president, Dumuya, address Liberia to want to know why he took my concern. I always appeal to the president of Guinea to clarify everything in the Republic of Liberia. If our president is to clarify and say this is the reason across the border, a man soldier there. This is the reason I have a base there. One day Dumuya will answer. I know a lot of people in Guinea spraying podcast from us. I pray that the president will do this.
But my brother Jake, why are we, like I said from the beginning, why are we even surprised that the vice president is reckless? Let's look at all of the assignments that have been given to him by Joseph N. Boakai. What is the result of it? What has he delivered?
Nothing.
The first thing he was giving was to, like you said, they set up a committee. Mr. Vice President had this committee to see why is it that the prices of things are so high, and that you can work with the Ministry of Commerce or work with the other people to ensure that the price can be of the level that our people can be able to afford. What is it up to now? What has reduced? No,
Nothing.
what has reduced? Since he was given that particular tax or that responsibility, what has reduced?
Nothing.
This man was given the privilege of working to ensure that the yellow machine is in Liberia. Where is it? The other one in Ivory Coast. And they said they were going to put it on ship to bring it to Liberia. We're still waiting for it. Some of the yellow machine in, like, in Sierra Leone. So there is absolutely nothing that this man has been given assignment to do that he has ever produced a result. President said, okay, you work along with the people, then see that these construction companies, they are in compliance and blah, 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 and stuff like that. Saying you businessmen. And I seen President calling and telling, say, oh man, hold on. That thing you're doing, and I'm understanding you. Don't even talk about concession building. Just remain as it is. One can, we see how best we can be able to solve it. So even that is just the vice president. But then look at even the president. What mark is he making? What result? Look, the entire team, they are not somebody will say result oriented. No. Look at the guys that took over. Their own agenda, not our agenda. Is their look, what we are requesting these people to do is what they promise us. We are not asking them for anything extra. The things that they promise us is what we are asking for. That's all we're asking for. They promised us that they were going to give us security. Where is the security? They said they were going to create jobs. Where are the jobs? Jobs that, as far as it concerns the issue of health, will be okay. According to Boakai, he told us every community will get hospital. These are the things we are asking Boakai.
We will not allow.
And that's a video you played.
They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies just go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's
what Boakai told us. That was why he told us. What he promised us is what we are asking for. You told us that our children will not be in the streets no more. Where are our children? They are not in the street, but they are being raped. They're in people's houses. Being raped and sodomized. You said our sisters, our women, will not be on the street selling because no profit. But today, guess what? They are sitting down home. You beat them, took their market for them, and tell them, say, go sit down.
Yes.
So you see, when you look at the entire government, my brother, these people have not been able to achieve anything.
The calamity.
That bunch of calling Jeremiah Koon can't say nothing.
Yeah. No directive. For real.
What have they really achieved? That vice president said, what has he achieved? All of the committees that are putting on. What is the result from those committees? What are we seeing? What are the changes are we seeing in our basic commodities? Somebody will say the bread and butter issue.
Okay, print they find a yellow machine now. Where Pamo come say $50 million. But we want to say something you can be like they not find one big yard where all the caliper packing in now. So Liberians, the question me I don't ask my brother can be like because follow when you bring you bring hundreds of caterpillar, you gotta put in one big fence. You lock that thing with security. Liberians, follow what? There's any fence in Liberia now, or they pack into the barrier, please. Wait, please, please, Liberians, the yellow machine pack into the barrier, or the the empty the face there. Liberian, that be real here. We make people laugh. If you bring that kind of huge amount of yellow machine, over 50 pieces or 70 pieces, whatsoever, maybe 100, what they were parading on the free port of Monrovia. This is should be in heavy yard, fence, seal up, security. Then why Samuka asking for other millions of dollars for Liberians? Why you asking for that kind of millions of dollars for every year to maintain yellow machine? You gotta get place where the yellow machine will be parking.
The men want own a court. So what
When you want to follow the yellow machine will be parking the BDC, other places.
Let them go to the one that in Ivory Coast first and bring it. Since they said in Ivory Coast are going to take small ship, you remember Brandon Samuka told us that the ship was too very big that it could not fit on our own harbor in Liberia there on the port. So therefore they wanted to carry to Guinea, to Ivory Coast, so it can be there. Then from there they will get small ship, put the machine on for the machine.
Maybe they will put it to Saint Petro Cote d'Ivoire on and they pass it through in the southeast area there. Prince, it's serious, man. Prince, let's say, Prince, let me say something to the followers here. Prince, you play something, we play a video before we start the show. You play that Bishop video in Nigeria. Maybe followers will take it different, but if you really guess, if you get the ego the tear and you're spiritual, if you live in the realm of the spirit, not say physical, no. If you live in the realm of the spirit, all the things that God, the bishop said, Liberians, before the election happened, if you vote this man, pray, the particular bishop, you can get whole show on the bishop's statement. The man said a lot of things that are captured in the video. Maybe when you play that video, but as you relay this video, like you just hear that past the bishop talking. But if you sit down by yourself and you listen to the bishop and you put the way Unity Party functioning now, you say, yeah, the bishop are really good bishop. No matter what, it can be your difference. You can side with that, you can side with whosoever. But the man cutting lot of spiritual things in the video that calamity will hit your nation. And the first thing that happened, followers, to tell you the bishop was right. The president, when he got elected, inauguration, you saw what happened, the disaster that happened in inauguration. That was the first signal if you vote this man in. Another one again will capture Liberians followers. Beside the president fainting on that stage. First in the history of our country, the Capitol building, the first branch of government was got on fire. It's not all sign to prove to y'all the 41 speakership and all. It got on fire. Calamity upon calamity. They're destroying people who in the country, displacing people in the country. Other men were for America, I get 400, I get all the land. They bribe the court system. They're evicting people from all that land. You see happiness in the country. The whole government disarray. The drugs they used to be, the drugs they were lying on George Weahable. Drugs are engulfed the nation more than before. We play a little videos. Look at people in the market hall. That sponsor went in that market hall. That radio station that brought them to power. Asking people everywhere of that country, even independent journalists, they went in, they asking people in the country, tough time in the country, hardship. If you look at that bishop story, the reality, the Unity Party is in serious disarray. Probably they need to consult God because the president said he would dance with the devil. The devil, I told you, the devil he said he was on the dance with. Now there were not no extra devil. It was only Prince Johnson was the devil. He danced with Prince Johnson and he came to power. He said if the election will be stolen, if Joe Biden steal it, they stole the election through the help of Michael McCarthy then, NEC, Lasana Brown, and they did the damage. I always tell people here, if you win a first round of election in any country, the second round, you're bound to win. How can Joe Biden win the first round? He never had a 51, but he won the first round. Then how will he lose the second? 2-1 now. And where they play the far. That where Nima Kante, Prince Johnson, the devil did the damage. The devil he was talking about. I would dance with the devil to come to power. That quotation, that statement, like when people were taking it different. No, there was no extra devil. That was Prince Johnson he was talking about. Because he wanted Nima Kante. Then they brought Jeremiah Koon on the ticket. Because he wanted Nima. Because there's a video that's played. AB, when you play that video, Prince Johnson was crying to a tribal people. He said, you don't make me see me Nima here. You're not allowed to take our Nima. He had an audio video crying to, because Nima was never going to flip for them. Nima was never going. You think the Libanese stupid? No. Watch and see 2029 if Nima will go near the Unity Party. Even Jeremiah Kunga be one working on vice presidential ticket, Nima can never flip to the Unity Party. Nima belonged to George Weah, but the Prince Joseph stole that election there because he sell it. So Boakai knew, Liberians, Boakai knew. Let me ask you a question here before Prince come over. Who wanted to be second to there were two people. Everybody was thinking to become vice presidential candidate to Joseph Boakai. Alexander Benedict Cummings or Nyambli Kanga. Am I lying, followers? Every corridor of that country was Nyambli Kanga or Cummings, vice presidential candidate. In a token of the hour, Yelu had that disagreement with the CDC. He placed that call. He said, we can deliver Nima Kante, we can do anything. When you win Lofa and Nima, we win the country. That's how they play the game. He was the devil, Boakai was talking about. And he killed the devil. And he eliminated the sin devil. Because, you know when he eliminated the devil? He couldn't wait for that devil to be alive for 2029 because the devil will flip. So they said, no, we'll flip, we'll subdue the devil. They subdued Prince Joseph. Prince Johnson Liberian was the devil Joseph Boakai was talking about. There was no other devil. No other devil. That was the devil he said I would dance with. I mean, if you're in the realm of the spirit, you will know what I'm talking about. That was the devil you were talking about, and he crushed the devil. So see what happened in the country today. Go ahead, Prince.
Where we are as a people, the only thing we can continue to tell our people is that get ready to ensure that you retire these criminals that you yourself have invited. Let's get ready as we retire these non-achievers. Look at what is happening. The money that these people are spending to travel from one area to another, that money could be used in the health sector that could beef up the health sector. That today we don't even have a dialysis machine. We don't have it. President, we have time were there. Joseph Boakai can is poorly. DNA machine and the police director said we got to go all the way to Kenya or wherever to go do DNA tests. Where we are as a people, we can only tell you, and it's up to you.
My prayer, actually, they say they're bringing $200 million out from California for rest product. For rest. They only exactly. But you're living in America. People want to be talking Martinez, you might be laughing. On the executive mansion website, on the newspaper, where the university they went to get an award, they say they're coming with $200 million rest, $1 million investor them. Liberian followers. They say they're bringing $200 million. They coming with the president coming. They will ask. They already secured $200 million for restings. There is the question we ask the followers. I say some of we are here now. Let me ask you, followers. You're Liberians here living in America. Can you give $200 million for free Liberians? You're not benefiting nothing. You're not getting nothing. I would just come to, okay, me ask you, I would just come to your credit, you just give me $200 or $1,000, just What a relationship between, I don't know you before. I just come to you, Mary or Matt and John, please give me 1,000. We don't have a relationship. I just meet you the first time. You don't say, okay, I'll give you 1,000, but I want 1,200. You know, so y'all are living in the States, Prince. Hey, they say they coming with $200 million export things they now. So the China, where they went way back, all the places where they been promising and the money, and they come back, they want to cool out for fun. Let's say they coming with the money in bag, in bag. The United Party making like bravery, do never the type. Yeah, the people getting last. When you come to pray about when you last, when you be lying, they gotta keep you last. They can never go on with lie.
Sure.
I'm sorry for that. Talk on them, man.
No, it's tough because these people don't know what they are doing. It's tough because these people, they've come with the intention to steal. It is tough because these people, they continue to look in the eyes of the international community and say, you get my middle finger and get done.
Yes.
Look at the behavior of Mr. Boakai. What kind of serious country would take that money and give it to Boakai? With the way he's disrespecting the rule of law.
Yeah.
Look at what is happening under his government. This thing we're playing phone with is a potential threat at that particular border in Guinea.
You will. It's serious threat, though.
One morning, somebody here can get crack and different thing happening down there. And we think that is fun. We think that we're playing fun. A breaker will now want to solve the problem, but you'll be traveling from one area to the other. While there are people who are supposed to be on their farmland making farm, they're somewhere sleeping in the name of the display. Brother, it's just serious. All we can do is that continue to educate our people and to tell them the alternative.
You want to elaborate on the president visit to the CDC headquarters? Any info you got? Because video just circulating on social media.
Yeah, basically, again, that is a very great initiative. President, we are, as usual, at every point in time or every stage along the way at the headquarters, he always go there, in
Yeah, but you think I will finish? I think I will finish it next because the rainy season is coming now. I think as serious rain, everything will be table for a while. So in development, especially the party headquarters, that was a little bit speedy up because I remember Eugene said the rainy season will be the bigger obstacle to the party headquarters. So I believe by next year, if they really focus on it, the way everybody contributing and things, their team and moving rapidly, you see the differences. You see, he's had a man checking on party headquarters. Now, how the man used to check on all the projects in the country.
Sure.
It's part, but man, it's part of his nature now. He changed the narrative. Now, what? Any mistake, he'll go. He ask Koffa, what's up? How that thing going on? So it's part of his brain now. So if the United Party thinking that Georgia not coming back, they offer a joke. I told you, I said, I will repeat it again. Or they in the corridor, but you don't hear the message like before again. Oh, Georgia not coming back. They slow it down now because they know he's serious. He's coming back. I told Liberians here, I would say to the former president and the surrogate of the CDC, hurricane of the CDC, the 2028 election in America, 2028 Liberians, just listen carefully, I'm just speaking. The 2028 election in America, if the Republican retain power, and I know they will retain power, you must take it to the bank. Beyond Donald Trump, you will not be on the ticket, but they get serious bench. The unity Georgia will come back to power. Will landslide, and nothing they will do about it. They will never cheat. They will never steal it. Nobody will hijack our democracy. Nobody. 2028. You take them on video and be keeping it. 2028 election in America will determine the election in Liberia when the Republican win. I think if the Republican win, Georgia, the next president of the Republic of Liberia, it will go back to power. It will be Georgia 2.0. And the Joya 2.0 will be massive development. Massive development. Then I will just tell the president one thing to do. Then they reduce the presidency to 4 years. No laws will be caused in that country. The Joya take the mantle authority. He will campaign to the country. The referendum will be held. The whole republic, presidents, to become president like will be 4 years. It will be like America. Senator 4 years, representative 3, senator 6 years. No 9, 6 years. Representative 4 years. The since that's it. No 9 years for no stupid senator in that country. No, we're reducing it. It will be heavy round. Some always have to lead our campaign. 4 years, our president. It will continue until everybody. It will be the new talk of the town. If the president retain power, that will be one of the biggest campaign. Right? See what the whole republic. We don't get time for the legislature because they won't be greedy. No. 6 years to become. If you want senator 6 years, if you can do your job, they put you up. If you become president 4 years, the first 2 years you will start to function. You will start to deliver. You can't deliver, they'll take you off. 6 years too long. 6 years very long, Liberians. We need to be like America. 4 years. Representative 4 years. Senator 6 years. At least to reduce it. A lot of people will take part in Liberia. A lot of people become senator. A lot of people become representative. How can you be now? How you stay in power for 9 years? What they don't do today? God pray just whatever for 20 some more years. For what reason? Why you did extra for the people of Lima County? Before you just say Godfather, he never brought no investment in the country. When they build a school concerning itself, the pre-YJ University is for itself. Enough the people in Lima County, the school now free. So 9 years too long, Liberians, you're thinking out of the box. Come on, like the gullible people, we need to have serious referendum in our country. Put that country to a standstill. The whole country will protest in the country. We say, no, we're not here for 9 years. We're not here for 6 years. And because of 6 years, there's confusion in our country. Liberians, a 4 year, it quit to come. Look at now, we're going to 3 years in Boakai administration now. Next year will be 4 years, then next election. In March, Boakai will be out of the picture because we didn't deliver nothing. That's the reality. So when you come to power, the first year you got, your first 100 days you start to deliver. Boakai took 100 days to form government. Imagine. It took 100 days to form government. No, so you come, you hit the ground running. All the contact you get through to your international community, your partners in, you gotta showcase it, gotta showcase them. But 4 years would be the best solution for the Republic of Liberia. Senator 6 years, representative 4 years. So everybody will take part. You can't make it, they move you, they put another representative, put another senator. They will deliver. They will come outside of the war. This is the first time I've seen Liberian lawmakers don't come outside to lobby for that district. I see people, please, I don't see people, I don't see guys from Botswana, Angola, Mozambique, all these guys in the European Union here hosting. I talk about those in the parliament in that very, very countries in Africa. These guys are here. We see them different places. You go Brussels, you will see them. You go to different places. You go Germany, you will see these guys. Wow, they lobby for that country, they lobby for that district. This is only Liberian parliament. All legislature, they just sit down 4 good years, they'll just be in the country. They wouldn't fight to try with the president to get DSA, that all. But they will never get starved out of the country that will say, my man, this is the letter, you hustle for us, you hustle for the district here. Legislature, you need to think out of the box. You're gullible, lazy group of people. Your friends, they're all in Europe here, all over South America, Arab war. They are lobbying for that district. They carry things into that district. But you're only taking taxpayer money. You don't have staff on it. At least you get 1 staff or 2 staff on the outside here. I get European people, I get American people. Passport, I will lobby for you. Give them that letter. They will find investors there and say, my man, we can bring this guy to the district, we can find this person. But yeah, other than so, they just sit there in the country. When the president do anything, they can't do anything that I said. There's a new war, the war changing now. They're not just to make law, pass law, no. But that nonsense, that days are over. You gotta deliver in your counties. How will you deliver? You just sit down in Monrovia. You don't travel. You don't have outside eyeball. France on Liberians outside. You're too greedy in the country. You're so greedy in Liberia. Find some people, plug them. They get passports and yet they will infiltrate for you. They will bring something for you in that district. They will say, brother, come over. I've set some job here for us. You come over, Mr. Senator, Mr. Representative, come over. Can I see how the millionaire can invest in our country, in our district? But other than you're just looking up to the executive branch of government and your first branch of government, you got your own function. The gears are changing. Let me tell you something. Ambassador, all of them, gullible people, lazy. I remember vividly. Like, let me just break something close before we close. I remember. I was say I'll always be the fan of Donald J. Trump. The men put people in places. But they have one ambassador in Japan, American ambassador in Japan, working with Trump first term. Liberian, the man brought $50 billion with a B. An ambassador in Japan brought, American ambassador brought $50 billion investment in the Oval Office. They were signing in the Oval Office. If you don't want to believe me, you go to Trump first term. An ambassador, American ambassador in Japan, representing America. He brought a $50 billion trail deal in the Oval Office. Trump couldn't believe it. Our ambassadors are not working. None of them working. They just taking taxpayer money. I flagged that in the George we had before. And the Jimmy Ken resort. I said, some of all your ambassadors, some of all of them back to the nation capital. Someone had been there for 15 years, 12 years, nothing tangible they can bring. Then what are you ambassador for? Now, why are you ambassador in the Western world? Even Lebanon even have involved to different places. Lazy group of country will do the blame game all day. No. The president put you in power to just sit down and cross your legs. No, you gotta work. You gotta work. The president cannot do everything. But the same thing they were doing to George Weah and the flagging and the Jamaican resort. Got the reality. All our legislature there. You can see all the guys in Africa. They got in parliament everywhere, Kenya. The guys come in the Western world, lobbying. They get people here lobbying for them. They get people pointing for them here, looking for things for the district. In the area they come from. All the guys making wave in Africa. You think the guys are playing magic? But Liberian people, whole day, they don't travel, nothing. And they get visa for them very easy. Nobody can deny you visa. You part of the parliament. How will they deny you coming for 3 weeks or 2 weeks? But they'll come here and marry maid, or they'll travel with the president. They'll be fighting to travel with the president on the president plane to get DSA. No, come for yourself. You have your own budget. My prince. So now Labrador business can make me, it can disturb me sometimes because whole day then they're doing the bling game. The other countries have, because see Rwanda guys there. They're picking it all over. How many Liberians in America, how many Liberian legislature can go to America? They can fly on a president plane. They don't know, be fighting. They don't become senator for 9 years. Whole day making laws in the country. Why you are brought to Monserrado County? What you have been to America? You don't go to Uanga. Then you'll be sharing money in the air. You think that the function, no, the gains are changed. You got to hustle for the district, hustle for Monserrado County. So Prince that ate them, man. Prince O. Okay, probably Prince, you know, sorry, Prince Basin. But let me tell before Prince come, let me just tell some small social thing. Now, every time politics to the followers here. Let me say something to the followers here. I'll always say every great viable nation to become great and viable, your health is number one, Liberians. Health is life. It's seriously, health is life. You got to put your health in order. And Liberian people have that notion. They can say life is short. I will always remind you, there's no part of the Bible tell you life is short, Liberians. You live that narrative, that lie. It's not in the Quran, it's not in the Bible. It's not in no Jewish book said. Life is not short, life is long. Let me ask you, if your life is really short, why the same Bible telling you why die before your time? I mean, ready? If life is short, as you people claim, like when people got to say life is short, no, life is long. So why die before your time? If life is really short again, Liberians, why the old, where 80s, 70s, they burying the young in the Republic of Liberia. Then all the old should have died. All of us will die. But life is not short. I'm not talking about cardiac arrest or accident. These things happen. But life is not short. Life is long. It depends on you. Anything happen to you, go to your doctor. He will check you, diagnose you, put you on medication. Do not wait for the sickness to spread, to destroy your immune system. And when you're getting twisted, Liberians, most Liberians wait on the sickness engulf that immune system is late. Nobody can save you. There's no sickness in this. There's nobody can get sick today you die today. No, it's not possible. A lot of doctors say here, you got to get sick and spread. Because most Liberians, we don't do checkup. We're scared to hear the bad news. It's better to hear the bad news than the doctor will put your medication. But life is not short. All my followers, those that come on the Palava Hut, yeah, you raise that narrative, that lie. No, I tell you, life is not short. Early Joseph Salif, it says, you will say, oh, because you have money. No, life is not short. Life is never short. A lie, take care of your health. She taking care of her health. She get doctors. Anything happens, she get a privilege to travel, yes, but life is not short. But we don't wait. I want for Liberians to erase that notion. Anything you utter from this mouth, it happens. You should always do it with positivity, not negativity. No matter what, negative things happen, but do not think only. But the whole nation, the whole country is dwell on negativity. Negative things sells in the whole country. A lot. Why? No bad. Negativity is the order of the day in the Republic of Liberia. And nobody should limit you. You are not bound to be limited yet. No, the sky is your limit. You can hear the sky is your limit. Can me phrase the word? No. Why they say the sky is your limit? You don't limit yourself. The earth here we live on is a footstool. God said, I give you power and dominion upon this earth. He said, I give you power and dominion upon. He said, the earth is a footstool. Where would I walk? Everywhere is a footstool. I give you power and dominion upon this earth to conquer this earth. That God gave it to us. You that believe in God. But you have made people you are so limited. You let people to play on your and do not do the blame game, Liberians. You're not a victim. You're born to win. You're born to conquer. The other people that are winning, they think they're better than you. No, they're never better than you. I give a lot of example. Me here came from the trenches. I came from the slum of Ghanansville. Never eat breakfast. I was always talking to friends. Then you can say, but Jay, why are you not talking? But my today is better than my yesterday. My narrative has changed. The sky is my limit. I never dwell with negativity. Anybody that know me, you come with your negative thing, I get rid of you. That's the reality. I have seen it all now. Keep from the slum. But I want every part of the world now. I want it done where the finest clothes. I'm not boasting a reality. I want places like Vegas, Paris. Man, I came from the slum. Because you have to think that way. The destiny lies in your own hand. The guy with Liberians in Monrovia can say he's a superstar. Call you King Dennis, local lab. You got Liberian vibing to the music, say money in the water. I will tell King Dennis, if anybody hearing this video, that they gave it to him. King Dennis, you lie to the Liberian people, money is not water. Go back in your studio and make new song. How can money be water? Then why Liberian rich? Then why we the Liberian, typical Liberian family, we are poor. Our parents are poor. The whole generation still continuing today. You gotta leave government. You gotta put government aside. I'm talking about individually. Family. 5 million people. You don't even need 10 multi-millionaire in the country. I said 10 multi-millionaire. Then you say left the money in that water. How can money be water? Who told your money in that water? Who talking Dennis that? Then why you don't you that made that money? You that made that, so why you don't have the money in that water? The great David Doe, African legend, came from a billionaire family, telling hustler around the world, women, especially the men, if you don't have money, you must hide your face. Then you smoking Dennis, you shake Africa, yeah. You know my one in Liberia, yeah, they say money now. What? Why you can deceive Liberian people? Because music can go that message. Don't get that kind of false message. Money not water. If money not water, why you say not having it? David Doe, what's one of the richest Afrobeat star in Africa? The legend, come from a billionaire family, telling you men in general, if you don't have money, hide your face. Another man will run your race. Then you Liberian, for you to sell song there now, encourage people, you lying to the society, Liberian. King Dennis, no disrespect to you, but brother, please go back in studio, unless some of your music, but that particular music, go change money now water. If money now water, all Liberians should be having the water now because you can find water anywhere to drink. How can money be water? And the biggest, what millions of Liberians even get money on that saving account in Republic of Liberia. You know, and to manage money, that the most difficult thing on earth. To manage money. To manage. Number millionaire fall on the wayside because of management. You gotta get the grace of God. Management, especially the kind of lifestyle we get now. The lifestyle all over social media, people fronting, they're in denial. And now the lifestyle, life is reality. Now thing, that Facebook, that social media, that packaging, Liberians, it might not fall. Everybody, you shouldn't fall for anything. You see these, the Instagram model, they're not the lifestyle they're living. No, the picture shouldn't fool you. They're not running and down into that restaurant and you see the Bugatti in the standard star. They got celebrating it or rent car. Then you say they can say left money in that water. Brother, sorry, but go by in studio. I can never vibe to that music because I know where that come from. Money not water. If money were water, why individually, generally, Liberian are poor people. Why we are poor people? Individually, I'm not talking about government. Individual family, why we are poor people? 5 million, you don't have 10 multi-million in any republic. I'm not talking about audio money. To maintain money is one of the highest things on earth. Maintenance of money. Gotta be vigilant. The lifestyle, it killed a lot of people. So money not water. Manage your health. Take care of yourself. The destiny lies in your own hand. I just try to put this social thing up there. For Liberians, we are at the crossroad. The country is high. There's now it been generation upon generation. We met this cycle, and this cycle stay continue. That's the question we should ask. Why the country is poor? Family, why family poor? Why generation of Liberians stay poor? The oldest independent nation, one of the oldest. 179 years old, July 26. But almost 80% of the country poor individually. I'm not counting on government. I'm talking social thing now. Why are we poor? That's the question we should ask. Oldest independent nation, but why we not rich people? Why happen we not rich? I know you can sugarcoat yourself. I'm not talking about all your money. I'm talking about life is reality. Why we are poor people? Why the generational curses of poverty beyond us? To break that cycle, why is it so hard? Family destroy family in the Republic of Liberia. Friends destroy friends. The whole country, nobody let positivity. Relationship, I don't talk it. Everybody want evilness on relationship. No happiness when dwelling in the nation. Why that's happening? The hatred part is worse now. The division. The division too much. I never see the division before when I was growing up. I don't know because of social media now. Probably. Or the division was there before, but we couldn't notice it because now we get social media. So you see we're not putting positive things outside there. Everybody doing negativity. Look at our social media. Look at our content creator then. They're not raping benefit. They're not raping money. They're not raping nothing. But they are demeaning everybody. Children. Imagine involving children all in the process. That's the one I can get better about. What the children have to do? What the children have to do about these things? No. Our society is a battle, seriously battle. I don't know there's an inborn tendency or there's a curse on that nation. I don't know. I don't know what we did. Or we treated those that we met on that land, the indigenous people, or those that they came and met on that land. What kind of sacrifice they did on that soil? What the sacrifice? But a foreigner will come in the land, Liberians will be disciplined. In a turn of the eye, the foreigner will get money. Everybody pay who make sure that foreigner. But the reality, but the typical Liberian, as he claiming the South, as he claiming, they're bringing you down. Why is that happening? As he claiming, everybody will claim with you. They sort of help you to claim. They all of you will claim. But as he up there, they're pulling you down. That's the cycle of our country. It's not this generation, but the next generation is getting worse. Parents, it's happening to them. So I'm just trying to give some of them social advice, a reality. Some all travel a lot, we get some experience. It's tough on everybody. Some all came from the trenches, slum. I will never be in denial that where I came from. Now I relate to the former president, reality, because I know where he come from. Some all is a legend, but we're running. We like him because why? He struggled. He broke glass cities. In what way? You can do the same. You can do the same. Let me put another question before we close. Prince, you ready? Okay. Let me ask Liberians. Let me go to the soccer side. Let me go to our football side. Let me ask my followers here. St. George Weah took the stage with a group of people, the James Diba, the Joe Nangwe, the boys, Jeridan Sengwe, all these guys. I can still remember that King, that fly the Liberian flag outside in different countries, Greece, Switzerland, France, England, everywhere. Those guys, this group of people, the Lone Star that took part in the African Cup of Nations 2 times. So Africa and Mali. Let me ask the question here to the football fans or Liberians. Why now this new generation where everything to them now easy for them? Why they cannot break that glass ceiling? Why they cannot say we'll be more than the George Weah group? But why they still putting blame on these old soccer players? So nobody in the new generation of these guys can break glass ceilings. And today, everything easy for you people. Why is that? Why Georgia took this? They took that stage long time. They're getting older now. But nobody to succeed in greatly. That's the question Liberians should ask. Why they're not doing right? Let me tell you something. During these God days, Liberians, when I tell you something, you'll be surprised. You know, when Georgia decided drinking alcohol, most of these never used to drink. When our career was almost to finish at the time. But why the new generation cannot compare, cannot say, you can't see all I bring and say, oh, I'll be better than George Weah. I'll give you an example. In Europe here and other places, I'll give you Portugal. Luis Figo was one of the best players ever. They came this small boy called Ronaldo. He said, one of the interview, I will be more than Luis Figo. And today he became more than Luis Figo. The reality. So why are you people? So Prince, come like close, man. Liberian. Salute to you people. I will close my India probably, then Prince will be on. So it's late over here in Europe. Probably Prince is busy, but I just give this one advice to Liberians. You have to share our video. You know, I know we always talk politics, but sometimes we got to shake out we know some social thing also to give advices to we too. We got to listen to other people too, now how people learn. So salute to you people, Prince. You can close to your end then. Bye-bye.
We want to encourage those who want to remain corrupt and steal money, that I beg them. The money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God bless.